baby. Lone Star. Man, get it, dog. Yeah. This is how we do this shit right here. I'm on my PG shit. I'm on my county shit. I'm on that pistol grip city. Go. Look. Lone Star representing PG. Chop dimes in PG. Wrote my rhymes for PG. Fuck around, get your face blown, bleeding in the streets. If you talk it, then you walk it. We don't fake in PG. 24 Escalades is what we ride in PG. I get high in PG. I reside in PG. You get trapped down my hood. Look, you don't know me. Don't be walking back and forth just like you pussies wanna be. AKA point gun, get bombed in PG. When the lightning gets to clapping in the skies, that's me. Got some crackers out the burbs with some lean, mean green. 345 to get your ass a quarter pound with cheese. I get bread in PG. I get head in PG. Yeah, it's quiet, but we still dodge feds in PG. 4622, I'm coming straight from Quinn B. Can't forget about my killers out there in DC. And this classic right here was done off the GP. If you ain't up on my level, ho, don't test me. You can call it what you want, but I'm still a don up in this piece. Got my bed when I got my blade. Hit it, chop up all that beef. Time to ride, gotta get my mask, gotta get my gloves, and I grab that heat. And I promise I won't sleep until you bitch niggas are deceased.
If you doing dirt, better cover your tracks out here. Or it's gon' have it so your ass can't relax out here. Fake ass IRS trying to run tax out here. But my youngest still serving wet wax out here. Check the squad cause they running in them packs out here. Guarantee that every one of them be strapped out here. Front if you wanna get laid out on your back out here. Cause it don't take much for them things to clap out shit. You can find them in the green and white lax out here. Mine's flipping cause we gone off them sacks out here. Don't get our paper and them stacks out here. Don't start tell these niggas how we keep it max out here. Oh shit, when you got to fight for your own and you be blown. Cause all you see is broken down home. Sex, drugs and money is set in the tone. So he who is without sin must cast the first stone out. Shit, where you got to play the game rough. Feds, bitches and haters be calling your bluff. Shoot first or you gon' be the one that gets stuck. Caught slipping in the hood, then you coming out cut.
I don't mean to budge in. Please y'all pardon me. I done seen bodies fly. You get thrown from your feet. Cannons will toss and turn you like a night of no sleep. I stay on my P's and Q's. I'm sharper than shark's teeth. The one like Jet Li. The beast be unleashed. Lyrical animation. My style be one piece. Constantly elevating my levels out of your reach. You can say that I'm vicious, but never call me a creep. Spirit is very strong, but the body is very weak. The surface resembles joy, though I'm hurting up underneath. Cause everything that I've lost is due to running the streets. So you can gamble away, but I be playing for keeps.
Shit, forget about it.
Nigga, forget about it. Touchdown with the bricks, turn the whole hood white like I gentrified it. Had an epiphany, me and my niggas was flooding our wrists with diamonds. I caught a glimpse and it hit me so hard, my bruises turned blue and violet. I got a safe somewhere in the house where only a few can find it. Gave my members the code, cause you never know, I might need her to unlock it. The shotgun barrel so motherfucking big, look like it could shoot a rocket. Hop out on you niggas dressed up like a clown, ain't nothing you could do about it. Them youngins, they running wild, taking Perkies and Oxycontin. Like a deaf nigga packing a U-Haul with boxes. I'm moving silent. Sometimes I get demonic, but I'm constantly praying on God and guidance. I hang around lots of goblins and they known to indulge in a lot of violence. Them niggas is huffing and puffing for nothing, that shit just be making me mad. Hop out, tell a youngin to keep the car running, you think that the battery bad. My niggas be coming behind me with choppers if ever I tell them to crash. You see the drums all in the background like I'm chatting with Vlad. I'm on the UPS app in the suite while I wait on the package to land. I'm on the beach with my bitch butt naked, I'm breaking her back in the sand. Pimping so hard on the bitch, you get smart and get hit with the back of my hand. If you leave and you coming right back, I know that little bitch like the back of my hand. Damn, man, I draw the line in the sand. Young nigga trapping, he ran up a bag, now he got a shoebox full of bands. Hopped out with sticks and we asked him who did it, he said it wasn't him, it's his man. I gave your bitch ass a chance, but this time around this shit out of my hands.
Forget about it. Niggas be broke as a bitch, so they toting that shit and they tweaking the forget about it. But running their mouth and pointing their fingers at niggas as soon as they get indicted. I talked to the plug, he told us to show up. In other words, nigga, we been invited. I come from the slums, like bumping your guns, when you fuck around and get gingivitis. How you the gold when you got a goals and you be letting other niggas write it? You be letting other niggas write it. Nigga, you soft, you featherweight. Nigga, let that shit resonate. Bitch, I work hard for this shit, check my resume. The reason they die cause they hesitate. I shoot to the designate. I give you a halo, nigga. Now you in a better place. This shit like a horror movie, like Michael with Leatherface. They pray I'm a downfall, but bitch, I just elevate. When you gray, you can't rush, nigga. You wanna just tell away. Before I got locked, was jugging and selling weight.
Damn, man, I draw the line in the sand. Young nigga trapping, he ran up a bag, now he got a shoebox full of bands. Hopped out with sticks and we asked him who did it, he said it wasn't him, it's his mans. I gave your bitch ass a chance, but this time around, this shit out of my hands.
Forget about it.
Yeah. Legendary. Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
Why he keep saying ooh? Cause that's how they face look every time I'm swinging through. Don't act like I'm screaming, get money first out the blue. Like I wasn't serving niggas 30s out my shoes, out my socks, out the hotels or meet me by my spot. By the shop or fucking meet me at the top, but by then you can't cop. Like I really tell my moves though. Look, 20 teens, I turned 3 into a 4-way. Had the boy and the girl, but never went both ways. Never met Mr. West, but I know yay. Back page pimpin', turn your BM to a throwaway. Pay the cost to be the boss, that's what I'm supposed to say. But I'm loose off the goose in the ocean spray. I'm still ballin' while I'm coaching since I know the play. The rules still apply, be out your mind, get you smoked today. And I ain't talking shit, I'm talking what I know, okay? You don't wanna listen, get the fuck and don't smoke my J. Legendary DMV advocate, trust I know my way. I know my worth, with or without you, I'ma be on my way. Keep it a buck, you niggas suck, that's how I know you gay. Not for real, fuck niggas, all lowercase. I'm going in like it's an open safe. And I'm screaming, get money first every time I show my face.
SB for tourists. Swag like the 80s, gold and velour. The plug just dropped another brick and said I got a day to dump it. Lil Giz just shot the block up. How the fuck I'm supposed to pump it? PG posted everywhere, there's no way I can make this cheddar. I don't serve nobody else, I love my fiends, they treat me better. Slide through 23rd, seen some swerve, bust a couple swings. Park a hand and roll a J while waiting for my phone to ring. And everybody got work, the hood's over flooded with birds. And I got a time limit, my plug get on my fucking nerves. Get it gone fast, being thirsty, that's a downfall. And I'm sucker ducking niggas fake like Bape out the mall. Peace to Lil Ma, that's my man, he got the switch. Gotta be a solid nigga, we ain't rolling with no snitch. These streets will kill you, don't love nobody more than they love you. Them same niggas will turn to Judas, even your blood too, nigga. Yeah. Bob Side. Yeah.
walk like we walk. No, they catching their breath, young and they step.
So I mean, that shit happens everywhere, no problem. The fact is this. Listen, this is my fact. Just to get to it.
People talk like they walk like we walk. No, they catching their breath, young and they step too slow. North side of PG, what we call home.
You know I'm gonna be me. Yes, sir.
I'm straight as a perm. Hard to scribble lyrics cause my thoughts are beyond words. Unmatched that.
So it begins, huh?
I'm excited.
You excited?
I'm excited.
Me too.
What I spit is hot burning, like hot to touch, so I'm never concerned with them jealous.
I really don't get with folks that sit around and complain too much and keep trying to act like we're going through what they went through.
They treat us like Jesus, they won't believe us. I'm fed up. I show my
because naturally women support men that's on their shit. If you really want her to be on that same type level with you and beyond, surpass that, man.
Yeah. Man, y'all know what the fuck it is. Y'all watch out, I'm just getting started. Fuck all y'all bitches, I'm here.
Are y'all ready, kids? Oh, shit.
All right. Oh, snap. Okay, there we go. Respect. Welcome back to Smitty's Corner. With the oh so lovely No One Like Tika. All right now. So for this evening, we definitely have a nice little lineup for you guys. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of, we're just gonna kick it and cool it for the Friday night, right? All right. So as always, we have to go ahead and check in with the missus. How are you this evening, love? How's your day?
Pretty good. I'm thankful for that intro because I was doing a whole bunch of stuff in here. But I'm doing good. And you're good?
Okay. I'm not sure if it's just my end, but dang, now you sound scratchy. It's all right. We're just gonna rock out with it. We're gonna see what goes on as we flow through. So let's go ahead and get to it. So as always, all know.
Maybe I shouldn't share. Like, let's take this down for a bit, and then because I think that's maybe an issue. Like to share. Okay. And then I'll do it later. Does it sound better?
Do this. Drop down and come back up. Let me see what happens.
Okay.
I'll just keep going. So anyway, as always, yes, we have to definitely check in with you guys. How are you? How was your headspace? And how's the day been treating you? Just in case nobody else asked you. All right. So yes, y'all, it's Friday night, let's have some fun. Let's go ahead, get into it. Definitely, we always love to encourage. We always love to, I guess you can say, drop some gems for you and make sure that we definitely, I see you, love. There you go. So we love to go ahead and make sure that we do that. Simultaneously, we also recognize the entertainment aspect of this all. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Thank you, beautiful. I do believe that this video tonight is something that was definitely entertaining to myself as well. I hope it's pleasurable to you. But of course, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rock out, right? So the missus has some videos that she went on ahead and, as always, went on ahead and pulled up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to get to these videos. Now, before we do, let me ask you this, love, before we get to this first video, which I have entitled Choices, right? So when it comes to the choice of, let's say, pleasure and priority, where would you say your headspace is? So let's say out of 100%, what is the percentage that you would say, yeah, I can dedicate this to pleasure? And what is the percentage that you say, this is a must that I have to give to priority out of 100%, if you were to divide it?
Well, my famous slogan that I'm just now making up right now at this moment is there's no fun until the work is done. So
Pretty catchy.
yeah, so I
Okay.
don't have fun until everything is good because I'm not comfortable doing it. And I don't know, my idea of fun is not everybody else's. My idea of fun is sitting down, probably doing the least fun thing you guys could probably think. So
All right. Okay. All right. Bet that. All right. So out of that percentage, like 100%, what, 20% pleasure, 80% priority, 90%, 70, 30, 50, 50. How do you divide it? You personally.
100% have to be done with whatever it is that is needed, and then I can enjoy whatever is not. So I can't put a percentage on it because it doesn't exist unless everything moving around me is good.
Right.
So it's kind of hard for me to say. But if you're asking if I would ever do something that's fun, instead of doing something I need to prioritize it and get done, that doesn't happen for me. That doesn't exist in my life.
Right. Okay. All right. That's what's up. Yeah, absolutely. Always, man. Shout out to the man, Stan. This one right here is Stan Joseph. That's my man right there, because we got Stan and D-Rock. This right here is my other homie, Stan. Salute to you. Thank you so much for stopping through. While you're out and about, make sure you're safe, my brother. Definitely. Just make sure whatever you're doing tonight, be safe and stand on you. Strap up. I don't know what you getting into, Stan, but I know you up to no good. Stan, strap up, Stan.
Wow.
Can't nobody ever say I don't try my best to go ahead and be my brother's keeper.
Wow.
So yeah, but definitely salute to salute to the family. But with that being said, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna check this video out. I would say for me personally, hold on, babe. You never gave yours. What is your percentage number? All right, so I would say for me, priority, pleasure. That's about a 80-20. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a typical 80-20. 80% has to be priority, 20% is pleasure. What you got?
My initial first two answers that I gave. Salute, Izzy.
All day. Salute, buddy.
I'm telling you. I mean, because how do you? Okay, so wait, what happens with that? Like, walk me through that, because to me it doesn't exist, right? But
well, basically, in your life, there are people who really put more emphasis on their pleasure as opposed to priority, and then things happen in life. What is your metric?
What if there isn't a percentage for me unless my priorities is straight? Like that is a thing for me. So if that's not good, then there is no pleasure. Like, because I can't function like that. Like I have to get stuff done. It'll bother me. So again, it's hard to say a percentage, right? What I can say is I aim to get 100%. I aim to get 100% of my priorities done before I indulge in anything that's not a priority. And until I get that done, there is no play, because I have to prioritize the things that matter most. Like, I don't even feel comfortable doing it. And anyways, like I said, my idea of play and fun is like, I don't know, something probably way more boring, like reading a book, stuff like that. So
okay. Well, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get to the video. And I digress. My mic is muted.
Word. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. break it down. Stop. Hammer time.
Eviction notice on the front door. And look at my wife. Just in there acting like they home. Casually just packing stuff up while we getting put out. You mind telling me what happened?
Yes. I bought the car sitting outside.
Okay.
I bought myself a Chanel bag.
You bought yourself a Chanel bag, but you didn't pay for the mortgage?
I wanted to do something.
Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? Did you really just sit here and tell me you bought a Chanel bag? Meanwhile, we were 7 months behind all our mortgage.
The light is still on.
For who? Not for us? The next person's gonna live in this house? That doesn't serve us any good.
You watch TV, there's a remote.
Where am I gonna watch TV at? Outside? On the street? You really sit here and acting like ain't nothing going wrong and it's not a big deal, and we're literally getting put out of our house. Do you forget how hard we worked for this house? I saved for years to put even a down payment on this house. I trusted you with my money.
I brought you something.
I don't care about that. Take it back. I don't want anything. I want my house. I cannot believe this. And you just acting like ain't nothing wrong right now. Oh my God, like, are you kidding me?
Well, you want to help me?
No, I want my house.
What do you have to say on that? Do you want me to go first or you want to go first?
No, I can definitely go first. I don't care about going first. I mean, obviously she's completely wrong, right? And I don't know. There's speculation that could be like a skit, but let's just take it for reality because I know you'll say that. No, definitely shame on her. You know what I mean? Like sitting there trying to fit in and show out and show off, but like everybody that doesn't matter, like whole time, yeah, house is falling apart, right? Like, I mean, you're literally getting given. Honestly, that would hurt my entire soul. I'm talking about like I'd be crying and everything. Like, and she seems to be so detached to the situation that it's like, I don't know. I feel like maybe that she was kind of already far gone, or maybe this is something that she's done in the past. I don't know. But very, very weird. And I mean, shame on her, you know. She definitely wasn't prioritizing and buying that Chanel bag. How much is a Chanel bag? Like what? I don't even buy those. So like what?
I guess it's up there with like Birkins. I don't know. If anybody knows, it's like Chanel and Birkin on the same level. I don't know. I guess that's one of them things, you know.
Look, goodness gracious.
I mean, women don't want a fly coach, but they'll walk around with it on every day. It's weird. But hey, I mean, you know, to each his own. I would say the thing that trips me out the most is I mean, of course, we all see the lack of where priority stands, right? We all see that. But like, you know, when I say like F whether it's a skit or not, because I'm to the point where I'm like, you know what? If we keep on putting out like, notice how whenever we do skits, usually the ones that blow up the biggest, I'm not saying it isn't some lovey-dovey ones that haven't, but generally speaking, the ones that blow up the most are the ones that are, I believe that, you know how they say the old saying, the art is a reflection of life, or life is a reflection of art. I believe that's what's going on. So whether it's a skit or not, that BS is going on. Somebody, while they're making fun of it, is in real deal, real time going through it. That's why I take it all serious at this point. I don't want to hear it's just a skit. We're not going to keep playing them games. Why we keep playing like that if it's just a skit?
I'm looking at this. I Googled it, right? Because I don't know.
You smell me not, but
it's like 5,000 to like 11,000. $1,000. See, nah, I can't be doing it. That's crazy.
Right. All day in the paint.
Salute, Ryan.
Brody, Raj, and of course, Raj in the building, Izzy in the building, Stan. Like, salute to the family. We appreciate you all for stopping through, man. Respect. But real talk though, like that's the wildest part about it. Like, people real deal have it fixated because I can promise you, you know what's going through her head? Possibly, forget this house. I need to stunt for the gram. And unfortunately, a lot of us have the wrong form of what it is to really floss and flex. You know, like I say all the time, you see me, I don't have like jewelry and stuff. No. But you know what? I got a home that I own. That's my flex. You know what? I can say that I actually am an involved father. That's my flex. See, we flex different. I mean, it is a flex, right? How they do stuff, your chains and everything, your cars or whatever. Now, honestly, that is not to say that it has to be one or the other. You can have all of the fly gear and everything and still be about that family and about that life. Let's just keep it honest and let's just keep it a bucko. Most people aren't. So with that being said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna let mini Cardi B. That's right. Yeah. Teeny Cardi B. I'm gonna let Cardi B basically because you know I'm learning to calm down in these spaces. So I'm just gonna get people to yell for me.
Are you crazy? That shit is so disrespectful. So disrespectful. That shit got me so hot.
See, I ain't even gotta do it. I got Cardi to rock out for me. You smell me now?
Why was she so mad? Why was she so mad?
Oh, because of basically when we see videos.
Eviction notice on the front door. And look at my wife. Just in there acting like a home. Casually just packing stuff up while we getting put out.
Yeah, that's right. 7 months behind on mortgage because you wanted to get a car and a Birkin. I mean, or Chanel.
Right, that's why Cardi B was mad.
Coach. I'm sorry. Huh?
That's why Cardi B was mad.
Yes, that's right. No, Cardi B was mad for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We had a business meeting on Skype, and I was like, I need you to lay something down. Do you see this big
Eviction notice on the front door?
And she was like, I got you, Smitty, no problem. So she just went on ahead.
Are you crazy? That shit is so disrespectful. So disrespectful. That shit got me so hot.
Shout out to the homie. So now, let's keep on going. But with that being said, right? Do you have anything else on that? Because I got something I really want to get to because I don't know. It's this next one coming up that we got before we get into the meat and bones of everything. Yes. The description on there is exactly what we're going to get into. But I want to tap in on this right here. So let me ask you this, love. Nigga, what I tell you about walking up on niggas that been locked up? Announce yourself.
Lord have mercy.
Sorry, I apologize, everybody. I just bugged out, but we're back now. Okay, so anyway, when it comes to like, let's just put it in the sense of a son. I don't want to put it in the sense of a daughter because that's a lot more sensitive, whether you're a mother or a father. So a son. And your son's dealing with someone. Your son is dealing with a young woman. And come to find out, his girlfriend's father, like roughed him up. He ain't beat him up. He ain't do nothing serious. He just like, because he caught him in the bed. I want to know. Now, mind you, he seems to be a pretty big young fella, right? Looks like he might be one of them like almost basically 6 feet, but he only like 16 years old type. You know what I'm saying? Look like he almost weigh about a good like 180 something, but he young, right? I would ask you this. You as a mother, if you found out that you have a son and your son's girlfriend's father roughed him up because he made it clear, like, you don't come over here and you don't, you know what I'm saying, do that. I told you what the deal is. I know you date my daughter, but if I catch you in here, I already told you what it is. Is that father wrong for maintaining and being consistent behind his word? Or should there be more discretion? We're gonna get to the comments in a second. We see y'all.
No, I don't feel like he would be wrong for that.
Mhm.
I feel like he would just be irresponsible to begin with, right? Because we're not at that point realistically thinking or moving. Like, we know what young teenagers want to do. Like, we know, like, that they're going to be sneaky. They're going to try to test the water. They're going to try to get away with whatever they can, right? So if you are that concerned as a dad, you know, because obviously he ain't at my house, right? You know, so if you're letting him come over, like, why would you even let him do that? If they're not in front of you or in, you know, in your view or whatever, how would they able to go to the room or whatever the case? I don't know. Maybe he
It's
was
that man's house. His daughter, listen, they're teenagers, mind you. These aren't like young in their 20s. They're teenagers. This is like that, what most of us have done. I do remember the days of, you know, in them high school, middle school days, dating the chick that when you see dad truck out front, you know not to knock on the front of that door. Okay. That's
okay,
a real thing.
but what I'm saying is
I come from that.
I'm also saying that, and realistically, you know that if you have a boy over, if you have a daughter, if you have a girl over, if you have a son, a teenage horny little chickadee chicks, right? You know what they're coming to do. Like, realistically, I mean, you're gonna have to sit there and anticipate that. Like, yeah, that's just kind of. I'm not saying that it's right. That's why, you know, I would move a certain way. I mean, no company. I don't care. You want company? You could just have your own stuff.
All right,
no.
All right, bet.
Now,
So,
you know.
So with that being said,
Mhm.
we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna see how scenarios like this actually occur. I guess, you know, or at least a scenario of this, and we'll go ahead and we'll give our take on it. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What's up?
You put your hands on my son?
I caught him in the bed with my daughter.
They don't give you a right to put your hands on my son.
He know the rules. He know the rules.
Okay, and I tell him the rules, but you,
they in the
when it
living
comes
room.
to my children, you do not put your hands on my child.
They don't go in the bedroom.
Understood.
They stay in the living room.
Understood. He put his hands on you, correct? Do not touch my child anymore. And I wouldn't touch your child. Don't.
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I
It
roughed
doesn't
him
matter.
up. I
Put
threw
your
him out.
hands
He
on
knew the
him.
rules.
It doesn't matter. You could have spoke to him. You didn't have to touch him. You didn't have to use physical force.
So
Did you even
know who he was? Where he was?
Hey, can't you give a brother a break, yo? Can't you see the man's down? What about honor and fairness and shit?
Rock Outlaw. What you got? Was she wrong? Was the mom over the top? Should the mom have, you know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, the paint. Salute. My man Ronnie in the building. Should the mom have, you know what I'm saying, chilled out a little bit? Or was the dad of the daughter wrong? I want to know. As a mother and as anybody who listening as a father or just parent. Rock Out, love.
Again, I would say, you know, it's not so much as. So I always talk about, you know, the consequences of people's actions, right? And the consequences aren't determined by the person that does the wrong. It's the person that receives the wrong doing, right? And that person determines what the consequences are. So you have to face whatever consequences that are if you are aware of the fact that there's consequences. So I can't say that somebody is wrong for becoming upset and then taking it out on whatever, especially when he didn't really do anything to him for real. However, I do say that still is very unrealistic to think that teenage children are about to stay in the living room. He about to go tear that thing up as soon as he get a chance. I mean, as soon as he go turn the key on the car truck thing, he's gonna be up there and doing whatever he's doing. And I mean, it's just so unrealistic that to think any otherwise. I don't know. That's just me.
Oh shit.
What?
Let me land that expeditiously. So what's the scenario? I want to know what the scenario is. What is
the
it?
scenario is this right here, Ronnie. So I want you to put yourself in, I guess, as a man, if you were the dad right here.
What's up?
You put your hands on my son?
I caught him in the bed with my daughter.
They don't give you a right to put your hands on my son.
He know the rules. He know the rules.
Okay, and I tell him the rules, but you, when it comes to my children, you do not put your hands on my child.
They don't go in the bedroom.
Understood.
They stay in the living room.
Understood. He put his hands on you, correct? Do not touch my child anymore. And I wouldn't touch your child. Don't.
I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I roughed him up. I threw him out. He knew the rules.
It doesn't matter. You could have spoke to him. You didn't have to touch him. You didn't have to use physical force.
So did you even know who he was? Where he was?
Because the laws of science differ fundamentally from those of...
Rock out, Ronnie. Rock out, Ronnie.
So first of all, is that what you was responding to, Miss Tigger?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, wait, you said, is that what children do what?
He said, is that what you was responding to? Yeah, that's what she was responding to.
Y'all been there as men. Come on, y'all been in well enough business.
And he should have been
bedrooms.
And that little boy.
No, that young man. No, the young man. He would not accept you calling him a little boy at the age of 16. That nigga grown. Go ahead.
First of all, my daughter is 17. Well, she's 16 now, right?
Same here.
And if I call her in my house with a little boy in the bed,
that shit.
He lucky if he even make it out alive.
Now, hold on. Now, Ronnie, let me ask you this. Does it make a difference considering he did say he knows the rules? Like, apparently dad did make it clear. This is where I stand with this. Like, if I catch you. Now, he ain't beat him up. No, he just, he just yoked him up. He just yoked him up out the bed. He probably pushed him out the house, That's all. He didn't punch him in the face, no weapons pulled, no, you know what I'm saying?
For one, that little boy should never told his mama none of that. He should just kept that to himself.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never told my parents when I got kicked out of one of my little John Jones house. I mean, in like young days, like
really.
No, real talk. Because honestly, I never even talked to my parents about sex. Period. Like that, just I don't know. Like, believe it or not, that is something. I would say the aspect of sex, for the most part, I only learned that really. I would say in the streets, that wasn't something that was talked about in the household. No, it wasn't. Never went to them about no kind of how to put on a condom. None of that. I real deal had to go out. I had to learn that on my own.
I'm not expecting. So are y'all letting y'all daughters have male company?
No.
Hell.
Okay, so that the case in this particular case, the man is letting his daughter have male company. That's why it's not realistic.
That's the problem right there.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Bobby. Yeah.
So
okay.
All I was saying is it's not realistic to invite a little boy over your home with your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
These horny teenagers, hormones racing out of their pants. And expect them to sit there on the couch and not want to, like, y'all know how, come on, listen. Oh, yeah, wait till your dad leave. You know what I mean? Like, all types of stuff is going down, like, verbally, right? Like, I can just imagine crazy. And then we think this is just the boiling of the pot. when daddy leaves, it's going all the way down. I mean, apparently, right? So it's not realistic. You're basically setting the stage for them to even want to do that. They're in the same, you know what I mean? And I would kind of consider the couch kind of movie vibe thing a romantic setting, depending on how you look at it. It is for me, especially depending on what kind of movie you're watching. So it's not realistic for him. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And they can get slick on the couch too.
I've done it.
Gotta sit right there with a beer.
Hey, look, you got to be cool as a fan, right? Can't
Yeah.
do too much. You know, the parents is peeking in every once in a while. I remember the days of being 14, 15, man. I do remember those days, just the days of exploration. That's all. So
Trying to see that split. That's all. We were dumb.
all right, so this is my question that I have for everybody. Briefly, before we take a nice little commercial break and get into the meat and bones of this, because love, if you can go ahead and pull that up, because we're going to break this down. This will take a nice chunk of the evening. The first thing I want to know is this: whoever's listening, do you believe that a man is truly capable of coaching women when it comes to dating? Just like how some would say, a woman can't raise a boy. I mean, she can, but there are just certain aspects and qualities about that young man that woman's not going to be able to fulfill. So I want to know the first question before we get into anything: can a man adequately teach and coach women about dating, or should women honestly strictly stick to sufficient women who are qualified to teach these categories of life? Let's go with the missus first, ladies first, and then my boy Ronnie.
Who's gonna pick me first?
Of course.
I think that you can learn from anyone. You know, I think that that's kind of the only way to really try to learn, because if anything else is kind of one-sided, right? I like to learn from everybody as long as you make sense. So I don't think that it has to be a sex thing. I think it has to be an open-minded thing and a common sense thing, and someone with logic. Hopefully some wisdom in there, sprinkled in there a bit. But I don't really think it's like a sex thing, to be honest. So
Respect to that. Ronnie, what you got, my G?
What was the question again, Schmitty? This is a long day.
The question is, can a man like you, as a man, would you really be someone, regardless, sufficient and equipped to teach women about dating? I'm just curious as to how people even view that in the first place. Just like how there are those who would say a woman can't raise a boy to be a man. In a sense, if you want to put it in a, qualifying factor. Rocco.
Yeah, well, when I think about that question, my daughter pops up again, right? And she's a young woman now. She's becoming a
young lady.
young woman. Yeah,
Young
she's
lady.
a young lady.
Right.
Yeah. So I give her advice on what to look out for, because I know she's at that age where she's starting to think about that type of thing nowadays, right? So I just make sure I coach her on what to look out for, red flags, you know, and I lead by example. So I guess in most cases that's a no, but I think just like your missus said, I think you can learn from a little bit from everybody. You know what I mean? No matter what, regardless. Because
I've
I learned a lot
learned
from the
from my
youngsters.
kid, bro, and she's like 3 times beneath my age, and there are things that I've learned just observing her. There are things I've learned from homeless people, wealthy people, folks who are prominent, folks who are struggling. Yes, there are lessons that you can learn if you choose to. But rock out.
Absolutely, man. So,
Mhm.
take it a step further. I believe that we need to stop worrying about the opposite sex. You know, I think we gotta kind of, you know, let our elders of our women folk deal with the women folk, and we should deal with the men and crack down on what's going on. You know what I mean? Because that's the best way to be. That's how you become better as a man or as a woman. You got to be around other women and men that really know exactly how to be that and are examples of that.
Absolutely. I would say to piggyback on that, because anytime that I ever wanted to learn about whatever it is I had to sharpen up on when it came to manhood, I went to men, and I had men around me, solid, thorough, stoic, very much so poised men who were able to give me sound advice. When I want to learn about women, I actually just shut up. I just
Mhm.
listen to what they say. I watch how they move. I just hear the thing, the stories they talk about. Like, I'm talking about female cousins around my age or older, young, whatever, all of that. Like, just,
Mhm.
yeah, my boyfriend is what I hear what they say. And I don't take that as the be all end all, but I do take that as at least a basic form of metric of how possibly women do think and operate. And there are things that when I sit back and take my time and just listen to women, I would say that there's a lot that I learn as far as what it is different how I think about it and how they think about it. And it really helps me move past the part of, oh, women just stupid and crazy, or this and that, or whatever, modern woman, whatever, all these terms. Now I get past all of that, and I more so look at it in the sense of, you know what? Yeah, we really do just think different. But it's all about if you're willing to listen to what it is that's different. Love, I don't know. You did answer the question, right? I was just making sure. Yeah,
Yeah, but
you did.
I'm kind of curious that I want to ask this question to you.
Rock
Because
out, rock out.
so do you think that that difference solely relies upon the sex of that person or the individualism of that person?
No, honestly, I am on, like, no matter how it may sound, it is definitely depending upon, like, the exact same thing, the exact same, let's say, scenario can be presented to a man and a woman, uh, generally speaking. I'm not speaking about in the sense of how soft a lot of these dudes are and how feminine, man, bump all that. I'm talking about the classic stoic man. It will be different in how we receive that information. Yes, it is, because the brain wiring, the whole mechanism of how it's designed, it's just different. Now, again, peep the word that I just said: different, not better, not worse, not less, not where over you. No, just it is. It's just different. Like the way you receive and project information is a lot different than a man like myself or a brother like Ronnie and many other men out here who are men, like manly men. Like, it's just a certain way that we present ourselves. And just like you, as a woman who is very much so a nurturing, loving touch, I would say feminine type of woman. You don't try to be Queen Latifah from Set It Off. But, like, I know you can go there. You know what I'm saying? But that's not your MO. That's not your mold. That's not how you operate naturally. And if you do have to operate outside of that, that's when you actually disturb your peace, because it's not your natural mode. What keeps folks like us in a state of peace is simply knowing what it is that our natural operation and functions are. And when we try to, like, play, I guess, God and go against the natural fabrics of nature, that's when you come across the discomfort, because you went off the path, you went off the trail. And so, yeah, if you run into these spider webs and sticker briars and everything, well, you should just stay on the path that was, like, woven for you. But with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted, off.
Yeah, I ain't gonna challenge that tonight. Y'all ready for the video?
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm
Oh my goodness.
I'm learning. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's see how it sounds. If it sounds kind of weird, raise your hand.
So real quick, so we're gonna listen to this is the brother Mr. LetGo. A lot of us in these spaces, of course, we know brother LetGo. I don't know, it popped up on my feed last night. It was something very interesting. Yeah. Let's go ahead and listen to this. We'll pause it at times. Love, just look out for me on my cue. And we'll go ahead and get to it. But with that being
Let me know if
said,
it sounds scratchy. Most of you, Ron, because
yeah, because we went through it with me, right? So if it sounds clear to you in the chat, please push a 1. That's all I ask. Just so we know. If it is scratchy, let us know. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, love.
Is speaking from perception, like you said, right? Her perception is her actual reality. So what she sees is what she thinks is actually going on, okay? When you come back and say, people should appreciate a man for working a job
It's kind of scratchy.
Stay home, you're using the word should, which is your perspective. So when it comes to, because you said you coach people, I coach women. When you're talking,
You can't really hear it.
One person.
is that scratchy that you can't hear it?
Yeah, it's scratchy. Send the link to the private chat.
Yeah, babe. Send a link to the private chat. Let Ronnie pull it up. Let's see what happens.
Okay, hang on.
And we'll go ahead. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick commercial break while we go ahead and get this straight. Because that was something I had a feeling that might have been an issue. I want to make sure that we all get this nice and clear. So salute to the fam in the building. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Go ahead and handle that, love. Okay, now. All right, I see we in the back. You ready, Ronnie?
Yep.
Let's get it going. All right, so we're going to start this over. I digress. My mic is muted. Let's see what we got right here.
Is speaking from perception, like you said.
Can y'all hear it? Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
We can hear it.
Clear.
Okay, all right, bet.
This young lady is speaking from perception, like you said, right? Her perception is her actual reality. So what she sees is what she thinks is actually going on, okay? When you come back and say, people should appreciate a man for working a job and letting the mother stay home, you're using the word should, which is your perspective. So when it comes to, because you said you coach people, I coach women. When you're talking to an actual one person and not a crowd of people or a chat, right? You're talking to an actual person. It's important for you as a coach, because you said you coach people.
I coach men
listen-
and women.
Gotcha. You coach people. So as a coach, we both are coaches, we both are fathers. So from a father standpoint and from a coaching standpoint, it is important for you to hear that person's perspective and their perception. And this is the reason why.
Got anything you want to do?
No. You all right on that? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, just making sure. Nah, respect to that. Thank you. So listen, we'll let it play, and I'm gonna pull it down like about every minute or so. We'll just go through it. Now, with that part being right there, this is what I want to know. First question: is perception reality, or is reality what is real? That's what I want to know. Let's start there, because Brother LetGo is alluding to the fact that perception is reality. And I do wonder, do a lot of people say that, considering and contingent upon the fact that that's someone's way of saying, let me just live in my truth, not what the truth is, but what I want it to be. But I digress. My mic is muted. Love, you got the floor. Rana, you next.
I would say that someone's perception is their reality, because it's how they perceive that reality, right? Like, if I perceive a person to be a certain way, like based on how they interact with me or how I, see them function or moving about, it's not necessarily the case that they have to be that way, right? But that's what I'm perceiving it as, and that's how I'm addressing that person, right? So that becomes the reality in which we're in, whether it's true or false, because that's what you're displaying to me. So that's what I'm perceiving it as.
So the perception is every individual person's own experience, in a sense. And who's to say whose experience is real or not? Am I getting that right or wrong?
Everybody's experience is real. Like
so perception would be reality in that logic.
Right, because it's the
Right.
way it, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's not real. Like, right? That's their reality, meaning that's what they're seeing it as. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. But
No, it's okay. It's all
how
right.
you perceive something is how you interact with them, how you function around them. Like that is just kind of it's it's kind of a thing. It's hard to explain, but we all look at things different, right?
Right.
So how we look at things is how we go about things in our entire lives. It's just kind of what it is.
Okay. All right. Salute to that.
So
Salute to that. Ronnie, what you got?
I want to say that reality is reality, right? That's
Okay.
everything. That's existence in a sense of, to me. And perception is just like you say, each individual person's own unique experience, journey, throughout life.
So you're saying there's a difference between my personal experience and what it really is in the totality of what the truth consists of?
Say that again.
So you're saying that my own personal experience is only a part of what the entire truth and its entire totality consists of?
Absolutely. All of us are just a blip. Just
Okay.
a sand, just a grain of
Grain
sand.
of sand. Yeah, just a grain of sand. I say the same shit.
We can become rocks, we can become rocks,
What about a mountain?
become mountain.
I'll be a bird.
It just depends on how big you want to be. It depends on what's important to you. Like I always tell a lot of people, if y'all want to have a good life and a long life, at least promise for it, think about your funeral. Think about how old you probably going to be, all of that. you know. So
is it safe to say that it is the way a person perceives reality?
yeah, absolutely. Because a mental patient, we don't understand his reality.
Right.
He believes he's Batman, right? So we don't even understand his perspective. He doesn't even know that you have to go get a job and work and handle business and get eggs and cook them or anything like that. He doesn't even know how to do the basics on taking care of themselves. So even though the reality is what it is, their perspective is completely different. The journey through life is completely different.
I would say this to what Travel One is saying. Salute to that, sis. Okay. So if a person is sober, they are in reality. Then I would ask you, then what about all the people that have never done drugs a day in their life, but they're schizophrenic?
Hmm.
I mean, they don't do drugs. They are what I guess we would consider to be sober, right? But the thing is that if they don't have the proper treatment or medication, then they're not in what is reality now. Again, I would propose this question. What exactly is reality, and who is the individual and or group of people to be the arbiters of like what reality is? Or is reality something that is subjective? Like to think like right now, guess what? The reality of my life is that I went through a traumatic accident. That may not be somebody else's reality. Does that mean that my reality is not just as real? Or does it just mean that everybody's reality is subjective through the vision of our own two marbles, right? Because the eyes are the window to the soul, and the eyes are also the reflection of what it is that we see the world to be.
Come here,
Just
baby. You ain't got to knock. You ready to eat? Yeah, I'm ready to eat. All right.
All right, so you ready? We're gonna go ahead and get back to the video. I digress. My mic is muted, and with that being said, rock out round.
Well, I don't think you understand what perception and perspective mean. You're like speaking in but you're not speaking. Nothing that you said was correct.
Okay,
You're getting perspective and perception incorrect.
I'm almost done, sir. This woman, like I said, from her perception, her dad was a bad person because he did not pay attention to her. This is what I said in my video. This is an opportunity for her to be acknowledged, for her to be heard. You cut her off in that video and you didn't play the whole video the second time, and it's okay. The thing about it is a person's perception is her reality. Give her her reality. Let her be heard.
I have a question real quick.
If she feels like her dad did wrong by not being there, not being around, not paying her attention, not acknowledging her, see that.
Okay, question for you. So you just said that a person's perception is the person's reality. I agree. Because a person's perception is their interpretation of the world around them. It's very unique to them, right? So if a man feels like a woman and that's his perception, would you acknowledge that? Would you say, "Oh, well, yeah, you're a woman. You could be a woman." This is what I'm saying. What your mind frame is lunacy. Your mind frame leads men thinking that they could be women, and then the whole world acknowledging that. This is what I'm saying. No. Yes,
All right. So with that part right there, this is what I want to know with that question, with this question here. Is giving a person their reality the best form of coaching and teaching? If you just give a person what it is that they tell you that their reality is, are you really doing that person any form of service or justice? And I mean, some may actually see that you do. I'm just curious to know what people think. So let's start with you, Love, and then we'll get to Ronnie.
Okay, ask that again.
Is giving a person their truth in reality the best form and method of teaching? Are you really doing that person justice by telling them that whatever their reality is real? Or do you believe that there should be a different method that should be installed?
I don't think that telling someone that what they perceive is right is telling them that that's wrong of how they perceive of whatever they perceive is right is wrong. I don't think that's appropriate. I think that you're supposed to hear like what a person has to say so you can address them for where they are and then kind of maybe give them another outlook on life. Because that's the only way that you can truly address what they're saying. You have to meet people where they are, right? So if her perception of her father was that he was a bad person because he didn't listen to her, I mean that's kind of half of the world, right? I mean, don't be let's just be like that's not too far off. Like I just think that sometimes we can't have these conversations like and I'm not saying us obviously, but those two gentlemen because everybody wants to scream at each other instead of actually listening to receive the information instead of just talking too much and yelling, which is ridiculous. But I think that when you are hearing a person, especially if you're a coach like they are or a counselor or whatever, right? You're supposed to listen more than you talk. And you have to let that person tell you, you know, what's going on with them and what they perceive things as. And yes, that is the reality. It's not wrong that that's their reality. You just have to offer them another way to look at, you know, something, right? It doesn't mean that how she feels and how she feels.
Okay.
Like,
Ronnie, what you got before we get back to the video?
Hey man, say man, look at it like this. If we continue to not put pressure on showing everybody. Hold on, my mic had muted. My bad.
Nah, I can hear you. You crystal clear.
Now let's jump back into the video. I ain't got nothing to say.
My nigga, let's rock out. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is.
Are y'all ready, kids? Oh shit!
It does. You literally just agreed to it right now. So this is how I'm about to break it down right now. So look, here's the facts. Here's the facts. Real quick, we can talk about perception and perspective all the time because this is what I do. I'm going to repeat it again so you get it clear.
Full screen it.
Red pill. You haven't really gotten into the red pill. You haven't woke up out of the matrix. You're still in the matrix. Whatever. My whole point is that I look at it from the matrix standpoint. You're going to get a dose of this pill real quick. Whatever you think it is. Whatever you think, you're going to get a dose of the red pill. So listen, a perception is a person's interpretation of the world around them. It's very unique to them. You're telling me that I should have I
don't use the word should. And you stop using the word should.
You just said that I should. You just said that I should. That's what you said in your rebuttal.
No, I didn't. I don't use the word should.
So you never, okay. Let's just.
I don't use the word should.
This guy gaslight. No, you gaslight right now, but it's totally fine.
You just said I don't use the word should, and you just use the word should, and I just stopped you to show you that you weren't use the word should.
I used it in a sense. I'm using it because you said that what you should. That's literally what you said. But anyways, let's just chill with the antics real quick.
As a coach,
let's chill with the antics real quick. Okay, let me just make my point. A perception is someone's interpretation of the world around them. It's very unique to them. So how they perceive things. Mm-hmm. You're saying that
we found Sprizzy through a Google search, pretty much. I was looking for a way
Me and the girl was having a discussion, and I couldn't read the room because I wasn't able to acknowledge her perception. Okay, my standpoint is.
What happened?
Oh, okay, go ahead. Well, correct me. Go ahead.
Okay, she was talking about her childhood trauma. Y'all weren't having to see, and this is what I'm saying. This is why this is so good. This was not a discussion. I know y'all was on a podcast, so I'm not crazy. This was not a discussion.
What, with me and the girl?
Yeah.
It was a discussion.
Hold on. This was her talking about her childhood trauma, right? So it's not a discussion. This is a person's life. This is a person's childhood trauma. And I'm sure she did not. So I don't want to make anybody feel like I'm gaslighting, okay? She did not do this. But as a coach, as a content creator, when you have people on your platform and you say you coach people, it is very important to make sure that you understand. And people, I understand, everybody does not deserve understanding, but it's your job to at least give them a certain amount of understanding.
Bro, you're rambling.
With that being said, right there, how much? Pause that, Mac, if you don't mind, brother. So how much of actually giving all of that do you need to do when it comes to like the true, like I guess you can say, explaining every single little key detail in which he was saying? Because what he's saying is that you're supposed to give that affirmation to a person that may feel some kind of way, right? So from what you heard, love, what did you get?
When you're talking to anybody, you have to try to talk to them in a way that they will understand, not just in a way to talk, right? Even as a coach, I mean, if the person isn't learning from you, then what is it worth? So I think that what he was saying was that when a girl, and I didn't see it, so I'm going to take a look at it, but I guess when she was explaining what was going on, he's saying that it wasn't actually a conversation. Like she was saying whatever she was saying, and then he was feeling however he was feeling. Like, but I don't know. I want to hear more of it because it's kind of like a
okay.
Clips, but
so let's get to the comments real quick, and then we'll get right back to the video. You want to read that, love?
Yes. Trevor one says, Mr. Let Go only counseling women is a red flag for sure.
Okay. Next one we got.
Then she says, a professional with credentials counsels in reality, not fiction.
Okay. Hold on. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. There we go. What's the last one? There we go.
Mr. Let Go is very contradictory. Is a very contradictory person who is familiar with his anybody. Hold on, wait. He's very contradictory. A person who is familiar with his tactics can see right through him. Back to her previous point. So, you know, we kind of touched on someone that may have, you know, certain diagnoses, right? Where, you know, a vast amount of their periods of their life, they're not in reality. They're in their reality. So there's really no way to counsel somebody that's not in reality, right? The goal would be at that point to try to comfort them and to again see things for what it truly is, but you also have to know how to address that person, right? Because some things can be more agitating. Sometimes it's better to kind of go along with in a moment because some people can kind of get a little bit dangerous. If you've ever seen it in real life, it gets crazy. So sometimes it's not appropriate to always kind of bring that person back, especially if they're not harming themselves or others. You have people that aren't, you know, trying to do anything dangerous, right? Maybe they're just having certain sounds in their head, or maybe, you know, certain pleasant voices or something, but it doesn't necessarily have to be detrimental. It's just something that they struggle with. Everybody doesn't need to be fixed, but everybody deserves, you know, some form of help when it comes to just trying to function throughout their day to day. Dementia patients would never be in reality again.
Really?
No, their reality is distorted. You know, they have a mental thing going on where this is their new reality. Every day they wake up to a new reality. Those people still deserve counseling, right? You can't
that's
counsel
true.
them in anything else besides their reality. You have to meet people where they are
That
in
makes
order
sense.
to help them. So I just wanted to
Okay.
make a point of that. But anyways.
I like that. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Let's go ahead and pull the video back up, love. Because we're gonna go ahead and continue with this. We're gonna get through this whole little session. I don't know. He's eating spaghetti. Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
just
that's
go ahead.
okay. Look good too. But let me try to do it because it was scratchy
Yeah.
when I was doing it.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take a slight quick commercial break. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is...
After these messages, we'll be right back.
When I first joined Honey Group, I was roughly making $1,500 a month.
I'm like, excuse me, what's your name? She looking at me like, ugh. I'm like, all right, let's move on to the next one.
I hit the streets again.
So what she sees,
another bad day comes to an end. I like the city noise and the hustling crowd. In a world where there ain't no love allowed, you can't stop a man on a love mission, baby. I got a burning beat inside, it's a love mission, yeah. And ain't no way to be denied. My heart wishing, baby, I was there to hold you tight. It's a love mission, yeah. And ain't no way to stop this man.
Hit that 19.
All right.
perception,
Rock out.
that in itself is dismissive.
Thank you. You went right into what I wanted to talk about. So exactly, great. So you submitted with what you just said. You just said that a person should, if a person has a perception, right? That
It's scratchy. Send it to me. We'll take a minute.
Isn't it in a private? It's in a private chat, right?
Let me see. Let me see.
I think it might be because it's on my monitor.
Copy link. Okay. All right. So where do I print it?
You go to present.
I'm in there.
And then you go to share screen.
I'm in there.
And then you go to your tab. You got to open a new tab. You know how to open a new tab? Drag it to your other monitor. Like an actual tab on the internet.
I see.
And it should pop up in there.
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Here, let me try something. Hold on. Give me a second.
Give me 1 second. Let me see something. I'm just not tech savvy, that's all. But I like to learn. So I'm gonna get this right here. Hold on 1 second. Boom. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me see something.
You are really concentrating.
No, yeah.
Here, let me see if I can split. Hold on. Let me see something real fast. Let me see if I can split my screen.
I don't know how to share it though.
Hold on. Let me see something real fast. Give me a second.
Because the device you was on last night was better. Let me see something here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's get this out of here. All right, hold on. All right, let's get this out of here. Let's get that out of there. Let's get that out of there.
Lord have mercy. I think he might have dropped it. Sorry, guys. Give us a second.
Let's see something here. Okay. All right, you up there? You good? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, she can't. All right.
Forget about it.
Nigga, forget about it. Touchdown with the bricks, turn the whole hood white like I gentrified it. Had an epiphany, me and my niggas was flooding our wrists with diamonds. I caught a glimpse and it hit me so hard, my bruises turned blue and violet. I got a safe somewhere in the house where only a few can find it. Gave my members the code, cause you never know, I might need her to unlock it. The shotgun barrel so motherfucking big, look like it could shoot a rocket. Hop out on you niggas dressed up like a clown, ain't nothing you could do about it. Them youngins, they running wild, taking Perkies and Oxycontin. Like a deaf nigga packing a U-Haul with boxes. I'm moving silent. Sometimes I get demonic, but I'm constantly praying on God and guidance. I hang around lots of goblins and they known to indulge in a lot of violence. Them niggas is huffing and puffing for nothing, that shit just be making me mad. Hop out, tell a youngin to keep the car running, you think that the battery bad. My niggas be coming behind me with choppers if ever I tell them to crash. You see the drums all in the background like I'm chatting with Vlad. I'm on the UPS app in the suite while I wait on the package to land. I'm on the beach with my bitch butt naked, I'm breaking her back in the sand. Pimping so hard on the bitch, you get smart and get hit with the back of my hand. If you leave and you coming right back, I know that little bitch like the back of my hand. Damn, man, I draw the line in the sand. Young nigga trapping, he ran up a bag, now he got a shoebox full of bands. Hopped out with sticks and we asked him who did it, he said it wasn't him, it's his man. I gave your bitch ass a chance, but this time around this shit out of my hands.
Forget about it. Niggas be broke as a bitch, so they toting that shit and they tweaking the.
Okay, so I got this kind of like pulled up in my thing as a split screen. So let's see how it sounds, okay?
Okay.
Maybe you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Let's see how this sounds.
Are you speaking?
Yeah, I am. Can you hear me?
I can see you're talking, but I can't hear you. Hold on.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me?
What is happening? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
I can't hear you.
I can hear you loud and clear.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear
you. No. Nod your head. I can't hear you. So it does.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see if you can
Yes.
hear the audio, okay? So we can get this figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, speak now.
Hello?
Okay,
Can
good.
you hear me?
Okay. Sorry. All right. Yes, I can. Hold on. No, tell me if you hear this.
Okay.
You just said that.
Let me add one thing. You said you coach people, right?
Let's get to the topic.
Hold on. This is important. The reason why I'm
Is it still scratchy? It's still scratchy? Okay.
Whatever device you was on last night is a device that needs to be used at this point.
No,
Leo.
I'm telling you that I'm on my laptop, so that this is the device.
Oh yeah, I don't know that. I don't really care.
I was linking it to my monitor, but then I stopped doing that. So I've
Okay.
always been on my laptop though. So but anyways.
Well, I don't know how to pull it up, so I mean I guess that's that for that. So don't worry about it. I don't know how to do it, so I don't have any options for any of this. So it says a bunch of stuff like entire screen, all of that other stuff. I don't know what the hell that is.
Well, you would have to. This is what you have to do. You have to go into your browser and you have to open a tab.
Okay. In my browser.
Yeah, in your actual browser.
What? YouTube?
Like your internet browser.
I know. Open up what? YouTube?
Yes, open up YouTube.
Okay. No. It's telling me leave this site. So I'm gonna log off of here if I do that.
All right. Well, anyways, let's do it closing remarks, and then we're gonna do this. I'm gonna have to show you how to,
Yeah, I don't know how to work none of this stuff. I just bought a whole bunch of equipment I don't know how to use. All right, so you ready? Ready to close it out?
Yes.
All right, bet that. So, what are your final words?
Very interested live. I'm apologetic about the technical difficulties. We are learning. But I mean, still interesting nonetheless. Maybe we can bring it back some other time. But really good videos.
Okay. So I guess my final words are
Now, don't you feel tough?
Yeah!
Don't you feel strong?
Yeah!
Don't you feel like going home?
Shut up!
Then get the hell out of my apartment and take...
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Beak. 101 Beak.
I plan to rule a planet with fear. Got my hand on the ancient globe as I ponder like the astronomer painting by Johannes Vermeer. Legends immortalized the fortress my spirit living is fortified. My story lies in the dash between the date I was born and died. Prisons and new improved dispositions kept us all behind. I organized and traded my Calvin Klein for Carl Kanai. I bear arms like sleeveless tops. The streets gon' lock. Don't ever get it twisted like freeform locks. Ahead of my time like C9, bitch, we on top. I'm debunking stigmas from ignorant niggas seen on Fox. Fuck kicking knowledge. I think it's time to come through with the carbons. Cock spin a bend twice like I'm trying to find a parking spot unorthodox. My niggas pray to God but move hard. Every day though, we the angels came equipped with the horns and the halos. My man's plugged with the plug. He get them in by the caseload. He just pocketed out the plug by mistake and ordered some yayo. Can't be serious. The city boys up one, y'all ain't fucking with us, period. Yeah, I used to drive the Honda with squeaky brakes. Speakers broke, now the coupe top is like TDE with no CEO. I keep the heater close and keep these niggas on the need to know I'm quick to grip a loaf of brioche. That means I squeeze his toast. Boss gone, nigga leave a note.
Yeah. Yo, I right my wrongs, I pick up the pen and go. Yeah. I flow like I'm friends with Kendrick and Ken Nicole. You know it's no man in the middle like Centerfold. I keep a magazine or two, I let it blow. I'm cold-hearted, my nigga, I let it snow. As soon as she get close, I shut it close. Nigga, my circle small, but killers around. Nigga, murders for hire, them killers in town. Nigga.
I spit a verse with daily precision. My 16's daily nutrition. I get iron watching lines that line like Orion and Giza. Defining universal divineness to all of you non-believers. I'm trying to open your mind to rhyme and reason. The problem is you be clowning, but real spitters supplying ether. You drowsy, I'm a sativa. You in the cut with your indica. You high, but you zen. Damn, bobbing and weaving, nobody ain't boxing you even. I'm old school like hot box freestyles to the beating. Me and Show score a half an ounce in Florida weekend. Locked in a room, bar for bar, indulging the art. Nothing was subpar or decent. I think we conjure spirits or something. I hear him screaming. Have you ever rapped to a level to vessel demons? Have you ever snapped like a wrestler, jump and leap right off the top of the rope, hoping that nope, still broke your femur? Well, I don't want your feature, I need rappers, nigga, not all that ratchet trapping the beat up. I don't like you either, you acting like Peter. You hate that I'm animalistic. Well damn it, I'm different, a cannibal, Hannibal Lecter, molecular difference. You caught that, you better have on my excellent picture. Fastball 96, impeccable, nigga. I have you out quicker than exits or exit the scriptures.
Yo, I right my wrongs, I pick up the pen and go. I flow like I'm friends with Kendrick and Ken Nicole. You know it's no man in the middle like Centerfold. I keep a magazine or two, I let it blow. I'm cold-hearted, my nigga, I let it snow. As soon as she get close, I shut it close. Nigga, my circle small, but killers around. Nigga, murders for hire, them killers in town. Nigga.